Here we go. A'ja Wilson continuing to dominate for her Vegas team that's seen themselves win 8 of their last 9 games, taking on an Atlanta Dream team who have lost 5 straight. Speaking of winning,
There she is. There she is. There she is. Oh, come
Lock
on.
in. I ain't got no pants on, but lock in. Mama calling me.
that's her teammates gassing her up after Wilson took home the ESPY for Best Athlete in Women's Sports, and we promise she likes her teammates. Just over 5 left in the second quarter. Kelsey Plum to Wilson. Her third triple of the game. That ties a career high. She was 3 of 4 from distance, a little bit closer range. Young finding Wilson. Aces up 70-57. This has looked like a team completely transformed ever since they got their point guard back and Chelsea Gray. Here comes Kelsey Plum pushing the point, and A'ja Wilson, left-hand finish. That's cash. So on the defensive end, forcing the turnover, had over 30 points. But A'ja, an awful game.
I felt like I stunk today. I felt like on the defensive end, I was not the greatest. I think I'm just dissecting it a little bit more and trying to be better at like not fouling and just my timing on everything, whether it's steals, whether it's blocks, or just being where I need to be on time. But yeah, I think tonight was not a good showing, and I'm terribly sorry. That's what I felt like. What?
You know, it's good to see her take some accountability for that for that awful game.
Yeah, 33 points, 18 rebounds, 5 blocks.
Could have been 6. Listen, we already shipped her the ESPY, so that's on us. We can't get that one back, Randy, unfortunately.
I guess I know what she means. There are plenty of things that have a great reputation.
Sure.
They're like, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. Then you look closely and you're like, I don't know, the Mona Lisa is really small.
I'm glad you
and actually out of focus.
I'm glad you bring that up because there are a lot of people who say the Mona Lisa isn't even the best piece of art in the room at the Louvre. Have you ever seen the Winged Runner?
You said it's famous because
it's only famous because it got.
Been. I haven't been.
I have been there, not a bragger or anything like that. I used points. It's only famous because it got stolen.
Right, and I think the worst part when you really look at it is that they gave it back.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you know.
And when are we gonna?
Is too strong.
When will we get a Bob Ross in the Louvre?
Not soon enough.
Correct.
Not soon enough. The work of art continues on this rookie season for Caitlin Clark. She and the Fever are taking on the Mercury. Diana Taurasi out for the 3rd consecutive game. Things would get worse for Phoenix. More on that in a moment as Leah Boston, beneficiary of a Clark assist, and then Clark another dime to Kelsey Mitchell, dropping dimes like an old shopping mall fountain. 7 assists.
You had dime money. I was on the penny budget.
Tied for the second most in the first quarter of a game since the WNBA started using quarters in 2006. Clark for 3, and then watch Brittany Griner collide right there.
No.
Kalia Copper, Griner down and stay down. She would have to exit the game with a right hip injury, would not return. Phoenix again already without Taurasi and Natasha Cloud and Charisma Osborne. And now Griner.
Way downtown.
Clark had a 3, 2 of 7 from 3. You don't have to. The downtown isn't too expansive there in Indy, so you just a couple of blocks and hit that, and that's fine. Notching her 400th career point, fastest in the season to 400 points and 175 assists. 13 assists yesterday, finding Mitchell to give her 28, which is a career high. Here's Clark on setting up her teammates in the win.
At times I feel like I can almost overpass because like I want to set them up so badly that like I almost kind of lose vision of like the basket at times, or like, you know, I'm almost thinking like to pass the ball and kind of forget about shooting it at times. But it adds a whole nother dimension of what the defense kind of has to scheme for is like, you know, I'm going to try to set up my teammates the best I can, but at the same time I want to be able to score the ball. So the more I can do that, the better it's going to be for our team overall.
I don't know about oversharing the basketball, but Clark became the first rookie in WNBA history with multiple 20-point, 10-assist games. She's only the 3rd player ever to accomplish that in back-to-back games. She's also the first player with 90 points and 60 assists.